Welcome back to the Force 9's YouTube channel, welcome back to Football Manager 2018 and the Liverpool save, and today we've got revenge on our minds. We're facing Man United at home. They beat us 3-1 at Old Trafford on the opening day of the season, so we want to get a bit of retribution. Also, we face West Ham in today's video, and we're in the middle of the busy Christmas New Year fixtures. We've got both games today in the space of 3 days. It's going to be a difficult couple of games. As always, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to drop a like, leave comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they start on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. So last episode, things went very, very well. We got wins at Etihad and Stamford Bridge against City and Chelsea. Really good results. And we're top of the table, and we're 9 points clear. Could have been more. We did slip up in one game. Let's see what happens in the 4 games we played off screen. And we started off with the home game against Crystal Palace, a game that we completely dominated, and we won 5-1 in the end. Mohamed Salah got 2 goals, the first one coming in the 19th minute, nice and early, really good goal. Belotti with a rare goal from open play. He's had a few penalties this season, but he's not scored a lot from open play. He doubled our lead on 35 minutes. Half time it was at 2-0. Palace did bounce back in the second half. Kabay scoring on the 49th minute, but not long after that, Salah got his second. That was just after the hour, and that was at 3-1. Sadio Mane made it 4 on 77 minutes, and then the 5th goal came on at 88 minutes. Roberto Firmino getting that, and it was a 5-1 win. Firmino doing really well, but the man of the match in the end went to Mohamed Salah with his 2 goals. Up next, we faced Leicester at the King Power Stadium in the Carabao Cup quarter-final. Very close game. Not a lot of shots in it, really. It was kind of a dull game. We did get the win, and the only goal coming in the 2nd minute, just 99 seconds on the clock, as Sadio Mane scored the only goal in the game. Albrighton going off early for Leicester. But yeah, a dull game, but we did qualify for the semi-finals, where we're facing Chelsea in 2 legs, and they will be coming next episode probably. We actually faced Leicester twice in 4 days. We then faced them at home in the Premier League, and this was much more convincing. A 4-0 win. Took a while to get going. The first goal coming at just before half-time, Belotti getting the goal there. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain came on for money, who picked up a bit of a knock in the first half, and came on and really set the game alight, getting 2 goals off the bench. First one coming on 52 minutes. We made it 3-0 on 58 minutes. Roberto Firmino with a good game, which he hasn't had a lot of good games as Firmino. He's been a bit of a iffy player sometimes. It's been hard to try and find a role for him in the team. Leicester then had to finish the game with 10 men as Fellaini went off injured. They signed Marouane Fellaini, I know. But they'd already made their 3 substitutions, so they had to play the rest of the game with 10 men, and then we took advantage and got a 4th goal, Oxlade-Chamberlain with his 2nd on 85 minutes. Really good game for Oxlade-Chamberlain. And, you know, he's getting a starting berth now. If he can show that he can do that, then we need to play him more often, because he's been on the bench more often than not. He's come on from time to time just so we can rest Mane or Salah. But, you know, if he's going to start performing like that, maybe we need to start him a bit more often. And that Leicester victory was our 9th consecutive win. 9 wins in a row over all competitions and unbeaten in 10. We did make it 11 unbeaten, but we actually dropped points for the first time in the league since the loss to West Brom. And it was a 1-1 draw against Bournemouth. Charlie Daniels get an equaliser in the 93rd minute. We'll see that in a minute. But we took the lead through Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain in the 25th minute. 3rd goal in 2 games for the Ox. And a good goal there. But in the 93rd minute, Charlie Daniels, we'd shut up shop. We were going for the win. Bournemouth all guns blazing. And Daniels managed to get the ball in the net on 93 minutes with a great goal. Undeserved by them. They weren't really in the game. A smash and grab point for Bournemouth at home. And I was disappointed to have dropped points there. Firmino having a bad game. Salah was not as impactful as I would have liked. But yeah, it was a draw in the end, which isn't terrible, but it stopped our winning run dead in its tracks. So the league table looks like this. As I said, we are 9 points clear at the top of the table. Man City on 39 points. You know, the win against Man City last episode really did help our case, and they lost to Everton off screen as well, so we could have been 11 clear if we'd have held on against Bournemouth, but it's not to be. Okay, so for this Manchester United game, I don't want to change the team too much, because it's playing really well, despite us not getting a result against Bournemouth. Nathaniel Clyne actually played 90 minutes against Bournemouth, and came off the bench against Leicester, so Clyne making his first appearances. We're not going to play him today, though. We are going to go back to Johnny at right back. I'm going to go Robertson at left back because I do like Robertson. He's really, really good. Moreno's been great, but Robertson when he plays, 7.42 over the past 5 games is a brilliant rating. Milner and Henderson in midfield. Firmino playing behind Belotti as the shadow striker. Salah on the left. Oxlade-Chamberlain on the right. Mane did actually pick up an injury against Leicester. We took him off, and it was a knee injury, so he is going to miss, up to a couple of weeks of action, which is a shame. I think seeing as this is like a big derby game, it's a huge game, we've got to go for the fans team talk. The players look motivated, which is great. Alright, let's see if we can beat Manchester United. It's not often we do, it's not often I do at all in 3 years of doing Football Manager videos. Hopefully we can do it today. Okay, here is Romelu Lukaku. Looks for Anthony Martial. And Martial goes for goal. Mignolet forced interaction again with the save. Matip wins their header there. And then Bailly heads it forward to Lukaku. And Martial is on the attack now. And it's cleared again by Matip. Martial has been a bit of a nuisance on that right-hand side. I'm not sure. I think we've got Johnny there. And Mignolet again holding on to it. Pizzi was offside, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. I'm going to get stuck in. We've got to really clamp down on Martial because on that right-hand side, he's going to be a real issue for Johnny, I think. We have the possession at the moment, but not a lot else. We're controlling the game. Let's go to a flexible team shape. We're going to drop the line a little bit deeper. We're going to play fairly wide. Let's just take some of this off. Let's just try and simplify this a bit. Sometimes you can have too many player instructions, but so far, we've seen United have a couple of chances. We've not been in their half that I've seen. We've had shots, but we haven't seen them. So I want to ask them to push forward. We have a throw in here. Johnny Otto with it. Here's Roberto Firmino. I want to see a good performance from him. Oxlade-Chamberlain heads it on, and De Gea comes out to collect. John Henderson to James Milner, and looks for Oxlade-Chamberlain out wide. Finds Chamberlain. The English players linking up well here. Chamberlain. He's got loads of time, and Belotti, how is that not in? You would say United have been the better team despite having less possession. Shots-wise, it's equal, but we've had loads of the ball, but we just haven't managed to find a way through. It's been a bit of a disappointing game by our standards, especially how we've been playing in the last few games. We've been on fire. Changing Belotti to an advanced forward. Just a couple of minutes left in the half, and it looks like it's going to be goalless at half-time. Lukaku carrying in the knock, though, so that's good for us. He's got a foot injury, and Zlatan might come on here. But into half-time, it is still 0-0. I'm going to say we can still win this, keep working hard. I'll end the team talk there. Now, tactic-wise, see, they've got a lot of pace, so I've dropped the line a little bit deeper. We're going to close down much more. We're just going to try and pop the ball into the box and go for the early crosses. Going to try a little bit of a tweak in the tactic. But Lukaku on a knock. If Zlatan comes on, we could probably push a bit higher up because they'll have lost some pace up top. But we'll see what happens here as Matip does clear the ball and Lovren manages to as well. Here is Andrea Belotti to Oxlade-Chamberlain. And there needs to be a good cross here. Ox. Is it going to be a good one? It is. It's dealt with by Lindelof though. Get creative, I'm going to say. Only the one shot on target today, which is a bit disappointing. Firmino, again, has been less than impressive. I've really struggled to find a space in the team for him. Going to change his role to something different. Advanced playmaker. Free kick here for Firmino. It's headed clear by Lindelof. And now Antonio Valencia. And Robertson with a great tackle there. Robertson is quickly becoming one of the star players. And Belotti gets in! Goal! 51 minutes, we take the lead. Andrea Belotti is finally finding his feet at Liverpool. It took a while to get going, but he's getting goals now. I think he's in double figures, but I'm not quite sure. But a great tackle there by Andy Robertson. Valencia snoozing on the ball. Finds Andrea Belotti, and Belotti with all the time in the world to find the shot. 57 minutes we're coming up on now. And here is Roberto Firmino. There's pumping the ball into the box. Seems to be working. We're doing well. And Lovren plays it forward to James Milner. Here is Salah. And Belotti's through again here. And he's done it again. He scored twice in the space of about 8 minutes. Belotti, 2 goals. I think, is that the first time he's got a brace? I can't remember if it is. He might have got a brace in a previous game. But against United, we are 2-0 up. It's not often that we're beating United at all. And we are 2-0 up. And there's half an hour left. We need to think about West Ham, which is literally in 2 days' time. So, if we're doing this well, maybe we can afford to take some players off. But I think we are going to make a change. Firmino is going to come off because I've not been impressed with him. We are going to bring on Philippe Coutinho. And United now on the attack. Here is Latan. I think he might have come on for Lukaku. As Mkhitaryan has a shot, Mignolet with a save. Milner plays out to Robertson again. And it's headed away by Pogba. It's back in there. Bailly this time with the header away. It's fallen to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Henderson's shot's blocked and Milner. Wow. If that had gone in, that would have been game over for sure. 20 minutes left. We still lead 2-0. Defensive-wise, we've been fantastic. Going forward have been good. This has been a really solid performance. Coutinho's cross is headed away. Henderson with it now. Here is Milner. Milner to Coutinho. And Belotti on a hat-trick. And De Gea does well there. I'm going to take off Mohamed Salah. We're going to go a bit more defensive. We're going to drop a player deeper. It's going to be Chan. Do you know what? There's one player that we do need. Is like a proper defensive midfielder. Like a real anchor man. Like a Lucas Leiva. Because we don't really have one of those anymore. So if I am going to buy in January, we have about 9 million in the bank. I'm going to get a proper defensive midfielder, you know, like a real ball winner or anchor man, something like that. And suddenly, we're into the last 10 minutes. And, you know, at this point, we have to go defensive. Oxlade-Chamberlain off, get Joe Gomez on, and go for a proper, like, 5-4-1 sort of thing. Because it looks like we're going to beat Man United 2-0 here, which is a fantastic result. Just going to encourage them. Come on, hold on. 93 minutes. We're at last minute of the game. There it is, full time. Liverpool 2, Man United 0. What a result that is. United just not in it at all. Belotti gets his 2 goals. Really happy with that. Really happy. So, Man City still to play, but at the moment, we are 12 points clear. And it's approaching the new year, which is incredible news for us. Hopefully, Man City slip up, but I don't know who they're facing. I'll keep an eye on it, though. Man City lost 3-1 to Arsenal, so we are now 12 points clear at the top. We are 14 clear of United and West Ham. We are 16 clear of Arsenal. That's amazing. Mohamed Salah won the African Footballer of the Year. Sadio Mane came second. Aubameyang was third. But the top 2 players in Africa, both from Liverpool. That is excellent news. That's really cool. And we also won Manager of the Month with 7 wins and 1 draw. So a very good December for us. Usually for me they're awful, but that's almost a perfect December. Apart from that blemish against Bournemouth, we won every single game. Okay, so Liverpool versus West Ham. Johnny is suspended for this game, so Nathaniel Klein will go in at right back. Alexander-Arnold will move to the bench. So who is, you know, not really an ideal status to play. So Milner is one, so we're going to bring on Emre Can for him. Playing a little bit deeper as the regista. We'll also go with Joe Gomez in place of Matip. We'll have Moreno back in. Oxlade-Chamberlain needs to come off, really. Let's move Salah to the right-hand side. We'll start Philippe Coutinho. We'll give Lallana a start. You know, it might be one of his last games for the club, so we'll play Adam Lallana in place of Firmino. Yeah, I think we're going to leave that there. I want to keep Belotti out there. He had a really good game against United, so let's try and, you know, build on that. Liverpool versus West Ham. Hopefully we can continue our unbeaten run, which is now at 12, I think, which is great news. And already there's a free kick here in a decent position. Who is going to take this? It's going to be Coutinho. He will shoot from here, definitely. And it's saved by the goalkeeper, Joe Hart, and cleared by Winston Reid. And a shot on target in the first minute there for us. 9th minute of the game here. Emre Can floats the ball up to Philippe Coutinho. And, well, I don't think he meant for goal. That keeps happening, and it's really, really annoying in this game that crosses that are meant as crosses end up going towards goal. It's really, really annoying. And Salah is dispossessed by Masuaku. Now Vieira. Now Font. And West Ham passing it around the back at the moment. Not making any forward progress here. But here we go. Zabaleta looks for Arnautovic. And hopefully Joe Gomez will chase this down here. But he doesn't get there. And now Arnautovic. Chicharito. And West Ham lead 1-0. That wasn't in the script, guys. Come on. Sort this out. West Ham hits on the counter-attack. Maybe we need to be a bit more careful. Because we're on attacking at the moment. Maybe we need to try something else. But Arnautovic beats Gomez to the ball. And then the cross to Hernandez. And Hernandez scores 1-0 to West Ham at Anfield. This wasn't meant to happen, but we have a free kick here. Coutinho. Can this go in the goal? No, it's over. That was West Ham's first shot as well. And of course it went in. Lallana. Ball up to Mohamed Salah. But now there's men going into the box. Here is Lallana to Coutinho. Coutinho's shot is deflected. Salah goes for goal. Oh, wasn't far off. But that is going to be half time. Now, tactic-wise, now Coutinho and Belotti are not getting involved. Belotti's going to go to an advanced forward. I'm doing something stupid. I've gone to a 3 at the back with no wide players. It's mad, I know. But we'll see what happens here. I don't know why I'm doing it, to be honest. I really don't know. This is stupid. Why am I doing this? If we score, then good. But I don't think we're going to. In fact, we've got to go attacking. We need goals. Let's go attacking. But, so, here we go. Throw in for Joe Gomez here. Henderson gives it back to him. Klein to Salah. Coutinho. I thought that was in for a second there. Who can we bring? Right, Oxlade-Chamberlain is going to come on. We're going to forget what just happened. Us going to a 3 at the back. Just forget it. Here we go. Back to this again. Salah back on the right, on the left. Lallana. Right, Lallana's off. Firmino's on. At the moment, we're looking at a first home defeat and only a third all season. But 2 changes have been made. That was just... What was that point of that by Firmino? The back heel didn't work. And now, if this goes in, that is all Firmino's fault. And he's just come on. He went for a back heel pass. There was no need to do that. There was absolutely no need. You can't show off when you're 1-0 down. Like, you look like such a fucking idiot now. We're going to go, again, we're going to go direct and try and pump the ball into the box. Go for the early crosses. Masuaku, again, this left-hand side, Masuaku's been good. Chan there with a good interception. And now Oxlade-Chamberlain switches it to Mohamed Salah. This needs to be a goal, guys. Otherwise, it's just got to be. And it is! Belotti gets their 3rd goal in 2 games. And we're back in it, 2-1. This is the hardest we've had to work all season. And we've got a goal back. Mohamed Salah. I mean, a great switch by the right side player. I think it was Ox. And he sets up Andrea Belotti. 2-1 now. Chan's going to come off. We're going to get on Daniel Sturridge. We are going all guns blazing now because we need that last goal. But the time is running down here. 86 minutes. I've got to encourage Mignolet with a goal kick. 86 minutes played. We are trying to save a point here. But Andre Ayew rather, not Jordan. To Arnautovic. Lovren with the good header there. Henderson to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oxlade to Sturridge. Sturridge! Yes! I'm celebrating a 2-2 draw. I do not care. Sturridge off the bench. And we have come back from 2-0 down. I mean, it all came from that defensive header by Lovren. Henderson to Oxlade-Chamberlain. Chamberlain with the first time pass. Sturridge's first effort saved by Hart. The rebound is not. And now we have 3 minutes left. So now, back to standards. Don't know who he's looking for. They're looking for Arnautovic. Finds him. Where's Moreno? Moreno is nowhere to be seen. Here he is. And now Arnautovic. Not like this. No. Zabaleta. To Obiang. I thought that was going towards goal. I thought that was like an own goal. And now we're on the attack ourselves. Sturridge. To Belotti. Firmino. Oh, what a goal. 3-2. Oh, my God. From the jaws of defeat, we have... Oh. How have we done this? How has this happened? The shot at the other end was... I thought it was going to go in for an own goal. At the other end, Firmino has just got a winner. Oh, right, guys, contain. You're into injury time. Contain. Play safer. Drop deeper. Come on, whistle. Gomez, just keep the ball. Just keep it. There we go. Full time. And we've come from 2-0 down to win 3-2. What a game that is. What an episode. A 2-0 win against United and a 3-2 win against West Ham after being 2-0 down. What on earth have I just witnessed? But it's amazing. I hate to sound like Brendan Rodgers, but that shows you the character of Liverpool. Man City drew with Southampton. So, more points dropped. 14 points clear at the top. Belotti now with 13 goals. He has finally found his feet at Liverpool, and it's great to see. £47 million seems to be well spent now, so I'm happy with that. But what a match that was. What a game. Okay, so we have some interesting fixtures coming up. FA Cup 3rd round against Arsenal, and then we have the Carabao Cup semi-finals against Chelsea. So I feel like those semi-finals are important games, but we also have January transfers to deal with because there may be players coming in. We need to sign a defensive midfielder. And, there's going to be players on the way as well, and there's going to be offers for our players. So what I will do is we will play the first leg of the cup, and if there's any January action, I'll be sure to show you that. And we will also look at the goals from the Arsenal game and the Stoke and Newcastle games, but I won't be showing those live. We'll just look at the goals. If there isn't a lot of January action, then we'll play the second leg as well. But if there is, then we'll just do the first leg, and then in the next episode, we'll do the second leg and we'll round up January. But that's going to do it for today. That was an amazing one to record. I'm out of breath now and I'm very hot, but hopefully you enjoyed that. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and leave comments. If you want to see videos as and when they're up on YouTube, do hit that subscribe button. And I will see you next episode where we're going to play at least the first leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final against Chelsea. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you soon. Goodbye.